Wagwan, Wagwan. It's the 1878 Casuals. It's your man Sinatra. I'm here with English. I'm here with Mad Face Casey Gale and our special guest, the leader of the OC Red Army. We got George Perez. We love our man Georgie. Welcome,
Georgie
Georgie.
boy, Georgie, welcome.
I appreciate it, lads.
All right, so we're previewing Sunday's match. We're all going to be at the I Love United event downtown Los Angeles, and so we're playing the Scousers. Right, we're in a rich vein of form. We've got our cup tie done and dusted. We're through on to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. We've got the League Cup in hand. We're feeling confident, right? What about it, Georgie? You feeling confident for Sunday?
No, absolutely, man. Like, honestly, completely confident. I think Teja has us in the mentality like, hey, you know what's expected. If not, you know what it's all about. But to me personally, I'm extremely confident. I think he knows what he wants from his players, and the players know what he wants. So it's a done deal. And just the mentality that we've had in the transformation is amazing.
Yeah, well, it was interesting that Steve McLaren even said to him right at the end of that FA Cup win, like, it's your winning mentality that's like got the boys turned around, that's got us getting these results. I mean, the good times are back.
No, absolutely. I think, like I said, the mentality, just everything about it, and like how he says it. If somebody's late to practice, everything, like, it doesn't matter who you are. You know what? You respect what I'm about, and that's the most important thing. And like how everybody have said it when Ronaldo left, nobody's bigger than the club.
It's good to have those standards back. All right, so we haven't really had like great success of recently against the Scousers at Anfield. I believe the last time we scored was like Jesse Lingard in 2018 or something insane. How are you feeling away? You feel the pressures on us or on Klopp, English?
Oh, dude, it's all on them. I mean, look, I called it at the beginning of the season, right? And even though I called it, I couldn't have imagined, how the boys have performed. I think it's great. I mean, I think it sums it up really. Garnacho, when he was subbed at the weekend, he was on his feet, didn't put his coat on, wasn't hiding behind the players, wasn't sitting down in the warm, down the tunnel. He was watching the game. When we scored the last one, he was up on his feet cheering. The managers out there with the boys dancing and playing around with him afterwards. Everyone's happy. Like I said, they're enjoying their football.
And what a goal he had at the weekend, or what a goal he had on Wednesday, right?
Exactly. But even the guys when they're getting subbed off now, they're watching the game, they're cheering, they're happy, they're into it. I think we're going to destroy Liverpool. I think 4-1. First of all, I think Klopp was a one-hit wonder, and it wasn't even him; it was the assistant that was helping him. As I say, I'd rather walk alone, mate. Going for a fucking Liverpool. We're going to do them in their spot. They had their one-hit wonder. I spent 20 years growing up watching those fuckers winning more than we did in my youth. So it's time for some payback. Ten Hag's Red Army, mate. I think it's fucking it's all over for them. And I think, as I said, runners up. We take the FA Cup, but they play to Grimsby Town, eh? That's the romance of the FA Cup. I think that's pretty good. Who knows? Maybe it'll be a Grimsby Man United final.
All right, Face. So we talked about it a little bit in our last video, but this is a little bit different game. Who's your front three? Weghorst he's been impressive, but does he keep his place, or do you go with the faster front three?
You don't change what's been working. So it's going to be Rashi on the left, Root, Anthony. Just keep the guys that's been working. They know what each other does. They know how to be interchangeable. Sancho a little bit coming back from an illness, so you gotta. I don't know how much he's gonna play, but the boss. He likes it consistent. He likes how the guys work with each other, and it's gonna work. You need to have Wood in there. Wood's he's gonna be pressuring. He's gonna be the distraction. You have to honor his position because he's a big unit. So it's nothing. It's business as usual. You know, I'm very. I don't think the boss is going to do anything wild. Just a few positions that are questioned, but the top three is going to be what it is. It's time to. We're just going to treat this like another. We've had big games, big games. We're used to big games, and it's time to win at Anfield.
And this, you know, and also
Can
a
you
win
believe he
at
finally used his
Anfield.
head at the weekend?
What was that? What'd you say, English?
I said, can you believe he finally used his head at the weekend?
Oh, I know, Weghorst. Yeah, he's been a different sort of player to what we've had in the past. Here's another position that's up in the air, and I think we're all in the same consensus. But I'm interested in what George has to say. Do you go Delo or do you go Wan-Bissaka at right back?
Oh, Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we're all in agreement that Wan-Bissaka he's earned that shirt now, right? He's the starter at right back.
I love how he's earned his spot, his respect back, man. He's hungry to get consistent playing time, and he's proven that the last couple of matches, like he's just what he's done. I think is great. It boosts up his confidence, and it's showing it right there. And I'm happy, and I hope he has a great performance on Sunday against the fucking Scousers.
Going forward, man. I mean, I think he's always been really good at the back. I really do. I rate him always as a defender, but I love watching him as he's starting to go forward now. He's moving forward. I think he's doing a Neville. You know, he's really exciting.
And more importantly, as Liverpool's a team that likes to get out wide, they've got exciting players out wide. You want someone that gets stuck in like Wan-Bissaka, right? That the tackle job is job one.
Absolutely. You need that. And it's going to be an intense game.
Right.
So next point. So typically when we're playing, what's been our best 11, it's been Casemiro and Fred. Is it time to see Casemiro and Sabitzer?
That'd be interesting right there. Yeah, I mean, that would be interesting. But at the end of the day, just stick with what's been working so far. But like I said, that would be an interesting combination right there, in my opinion. I haven't seen it yet, but I would go with what's working so far.
What do you think, English? Casey, last video, he was speaking very highly of Sabitzer. How do you see him?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen enough of him. I think really to rate him. I'd like to see more of Pellistri, to be honest.
That's a shout. Yeah, he hasn't been on the team in a while.
I think this guy, maybe second half. Yeah, well, Pellistri, I know, but I think it was fantastic. I thought it was exciting. But I mean, look, Fred, he's on fire right now. I mean, I think a lot of people were really not having it last season, but he's just come. I mean, the goal that goal he scored was magnificent. He's working hard. All of them. I mean, it's apart from Harry. I think every single guy in there, deserves to play, whether they keep their spot. Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, Martinez, Bruno. I mean, leading like a captain. I mean, he's just. I don't know. I'd like to see police to have a go, but Casemiro, man. I mean, he's just. They're all leaders right now. It's fantastic, but no one's got an A-type personality. No one's getting pissed off. They're all joining the team. Look at them, smiling and celebrating. Getting a silverware, as you would. But I really think that they're one big unit, big family. So I'm not worried about it. On
the Sabitzer thing, I actually think that's the only position I would change. I'm sorry. I just think because Fred is so good off the bench, I think we lose Sabitzer coming off the bench. He's a better starter. He's a better guy with the ball at his feet. He's more calm on the ball than Fred, but he's just as good defensively. And he's just as good passer. But one thing, a reason why I would bring Fred off the bench is because he scores off the bench. Fred has been awesome off the bench. That's the only difference I would do about the lineup. Because Sabitzer also was a captain for his teams. Sabitzer is a quality player. I think he's not as good off the bench as Fred is as good off the bench. That's the only difference.
And he's more of a creative player, right? Like we've lost that since Eriksen's been injured. We don't have that creativity.
He's closer to Eriksen than Fred is. But Fred is so effective off the bench. I think it's not a risk. You just know what he's going to do off the bench. He's just going to be a pest. When guys are tired, the last person you want to see is fucking Fred running around you.
Yeah, he's going to run like the Energizer Bunny.
Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he's not going to get worried about Anfield. Fred's going to always give you motor. He's always going to give you motor. If Sabitzer goes in and he's fucking it up early, bring Fred in now. You know what I'm saying? But I just think Sabitzer's not good off the bench as Fred is.
You don't think Bruno's being creative enough? I think he's all over the place. I think he's
we can't never have enough creativity.
No, I agree, but what I'm saying is without without Ericsson, I think Bruno before Ericsson is being a playmaker. I just, as I said, I think I agree with you. Fred off the bench, you're right. I haven't seen enough of this guy to be that sure. That's all.
It's interesting though that he's played a lot, almost every game since he's come in, like Weghorst. Like they've whether or not we can debate the impact all day, but clearly Ten Hag, in one shape or form, rates him, right? So I mean that's winning, right? That's really all you got to know.
We're winning.
So Face, what are the key battles going into this game? Because obviously Liverpool, they're all over the place. Their defense is all over the place. They're not scoring goals like they were.
The key battle, we have to expose Trent Alexander, whatever his name is, because he likes to play forward. There's going to be a lot of space around him. So I expect Rashi to have a lot of joy. If he's been known to get out of position, let's just exploit it. Let's not fuck around with that. The fact that Casemiro is going to command the midfield. If Casemiro does what he does, that's going to be done deal. But Aaron Wan-Bissaka is going to be a very important cog because he can nullify their striker, and then Salah is just – if he nullifies Nunez, it's really they don't have much options, and they're going to have to try and go and attack our center backs, and then it's just going to be bananas because they got this guy named the Butcher who's just going to fuck shit up.
Man to man on Salah? Do you think they'll go man to man on Salah?
No, just take away the wings, and then they have to go through Casemiro to get to the Butcher and Everon. Just take away their wings. They got to. If you try to make Salah go against Casemiro in the middle and Martinez, we're fucking shit up.
Oh yeah.
Just take away the wings. Just take away the wings.
Oh yeah.
You like that? You like that, George?
No, absolutely. Take away the wing and the midfield. I've always been something. I mean, I've said it like from last season. We got to strengthen our midfield. I was always big on that. And like I said, we have a great midfield. It's just, tighten it up, no loose screws. Like how Casey said, the wings, literally, the wings, you take that off. Honestly, Liverpool, I've been playing like shit. Look where they're at right now.
And to be fair, we didn't have Casemiro the last time we played them, and we clotted them. So
no, yeah, absolutely. So our midfield, Casemiro's been great. An amazing signing that we had with them. That we got him. But yeah, midfield, wings, obviously the Butcher, Wan-Bissaka, Varane. I mean, honestly, there's no way I see us winning 3-0.
Ooh, I like that shout. I like that shout, young man.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm feeling real confident going into Anfield. I'm feeling like they're on the back foot. And I don't know if anybody else caught Klopp's press conference, but boy, he's lost the plot. I tell you what, man, like you want to talk about some of the all-time meltdowns. Like he was just saying all kinds of crazy nonsense.
No, he's he's just what?
It's like George said in our group chat. It's like he's like a meth head or something. The guy's
you know what? He looks like he went to rehab, came out, went to rehab, came out. There's no rehabilitation for him. Come on, dude. And
he's a tweaker, right? What's a tweaker? Always a tweaker.
In the right city.
Yeah. His teeth are like 3 different yellows till this day.
In the right place.
You saying he looked like he relapsed, George?
like there's no
relapse.
Yeah, like relapse. Like he went into rehab, thought he had hope, came out, fucked up. It's like an in and out, like a drive-through. Yeah.
Now he's picking up teeners in Fontana.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, United's on his chasing his heels, man.
Allegedly,
we're fucking everything up.
Allegedly, man. Hey, man. I mean,
he's in the right city, isn't he?
Like, yeah, man, I don't like that guy at all. I mean, like, I just think he's whack, especially the tactics he's trying to do before going into Sunday's match. It's
It's
just weak.
interesting also that he's not.
He's the one-trick pony, mate.
Yeah, Casey, you brought it up in our group chat also, and it's a good point to bring up here that some of these other managers they don't seem to have the level of intellect that Ten Hag's got, right? Like some of these guys, something works for a little while and then it doesn't work anymore, and it's like they've got no other ideas. Like Liverpool is going to come out and play us the way they always play us. Like there's not going to be any change. If we go up and we're beating them down, like he's going to be looking at the bench with his hands in his pockets, just like he was against Real Madrid. Like we could very easily go in there and drop 3, 4, 5 goals on them because honestly, no one's intimidated by Anfield. Nobody's intimidated. It's not the place it was. They sing there, "You'll never walk alone" for 5 minutes, and then it's crickets, right? So there's no fear factor.
It was his assistant, wasn't it? Wasn't him.
Yeah, you maintain his mini me.
Same guy.
So where did the mini me go? Where's mini me at?
It was his assistant, man. It wasn't him.
Casey, I need you to find out where mini me went. Where's Klopp's mini me?
He lost the plot, didn't he? He had enough.
He's like, this guy really makes me dress up like him every day. I've got to leave. I can't.
I'm just taking direction from our boss. I'm not paying attention to what's going on over there.
He was whatever club he was with before, he was with him there as well. And they said that he was the reason for his success there, and it's obviously the same at Liverpool because now the guy's gone. Klopp ain't doing shit. And who the fuck would want to sing "You Never Walk Alone"? Fucking drone off.
Celtic fans.
It's a suicidal song, isn't it?
Celtic.
Sign on, sign off.
So here's another question, a realistic question. So let's say the stars aligned, we go in there, we drop 3-0 on them, 4-0, 4-1, whatever. Is it realistic that Klopp is he's in the danger seat, right? Like it's real that he could be sacked if we clock them, right?
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. I mean, as much as I hate what's going on over there, he should have enough in the tank if he has a bad season. You shouldn't do that because all that means is he's going to go to Chelsea.
I agree. I agree.
Once Potter, they're going to sack Potter's getting the sack here any minute.
He's dead man walking. He's dead.
You can't
he's dead
shit guys after one bad season.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It's like
I think they give him well, at least one more season.
All right. So if you don't see him getting sacked, are you confident he can turn it around? Are you confident if Liverpool's finish outside the European places or they finish outside the Champions League, can they still get the players they have their eyes set on? Are they still in the running for Bellingham's and the big name signings, or are they?
I can
tell by English's face that he doesn't think they're worth a toss.
He's just shit.
Fuck him.
I just don't think they should sack him. I don't care if he turns it around or not. Fucking douchebag.
They don't have the same director of football who made those decisions for them anyway. They haven't been able to thrive without that gentleman. So I don't give two fucks. I hope the Glazers take the money they earn and go buy them, and that'd be just magnifique.
How much would that boil?
I fucking think of Liverpool, mate.
Okay. That would be great.
I'm off for Liverpool right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say we need to drop the link on where to get the Liverpool toilet paper.
Absolutely.
Because George is like, damn, I need a couple rolls here.
Already, man. I'm going to Costco and buying that cheap Kirkland shit. I want to get that shit.
I know a link you could get it.
All right, I'm about to do that.
We're gonna be dropping that on the Instagram.
It's called toilet face.
We had a good story actually. Last time we were down in OC, or the time before, the Scouser game was on before us, and we walked in, and Calardi's would not have the sound on for them. They're like, "Listen, this is United. Like, you can come in, you can have a beer. We'll throw it on in the corner, but we're not going to turn that up for you." That was brilliant. So, love the Calardi's for.
Scouser stole my phone.
The Scouser stole English's phone. Well, I mean,
No,
that
yeah,
was expected. We should have
That
known. We
was-
should have
that
seen
was
that.
mad.
We should have seen the shirt and gone, all right, something's getting stolen. Everybody
Right.
That
take your
really
pockets.
happened, didn't it?
but
That
I
really
could-
did happen.
No, where did we find it? We found it in the car, right? So they stole
Oh.
it, but they didn't steal it. They thought about stealing.
No, they stole it.
Wait a minute.
no, but
It got
I look-
stolen, but you found it in the car?
I don't know what happened.
yeah, but he
That's
found
not
it.
stolen. It's in the car.
No, but
They
I
put it in
love.
the car.
Hey Ryan, but I love the fact that how that Liverpool supporter went up and said, "Can you please raise the volume on the TVs?" And that guy's like, "Dude, you're at a United bar. We're not doing that. We're not doing that." And that guy's face was like, "What
Respect
the
to
fuck?"
Killarney's for that. Respect to Killarney's for that. That's respect.
Huge
You
respect
should
for
have-
Pilardes.
You should have said, "No, no."
Yeah,
and,
they
and
wouldn't put it up for Arsenal or Liverpool.
no, they won't. And you know what's crazy? There was other matches, or I forgot what else was going on. The only sound that they had on was for the United match. That's it, nothing else. They had other TVs on, like maybe like 4 or 5 other TVs on, but they didn't
Oh,
have.
that's right. That was after the Chinese New Year massacre or whatever, right? They're like, no, we don't need the press conference for that. United's on. We don't,
Yeah.
It's still pretty quiet in there though, right? It's still pretty low, the volume.
No, yeah. I mean, sometimes they got problems with their wiring, and I don't know what the hell's going on. Sometimes their signal's off. Logging into Peacock, it's a pain in the ass. But I will say this: they do, look after us. So for sure.
OC's like its own country. For those
They
of you
got-
that
they
don't live in
keep-
California, Orange County might as well not be.
And Casey be liking that bartender too, so it's just
Yeah.
the-
Okay.
They got a
That's
few
not what I
penguins
thought.
in there. I'm gonna tell you what,
Review.
they got some penguins up in bleeding Killarney's.
the view's better there, that's for sure.
What was the one? Yeah, Casey was about to get married. I haven't seen Casey get like that about a woman. He had to walk away. He had to walk away because he was like, I don't have my
I was
ring.
at
I don't have the ring in
I
my
saw a
pocket.
different angle. I'm cool. I saw a different angle. I'm cool.
Different angle.
She was the Two-Face.
It was different. It
I
was
saw a different angle because
different at 8 o'clock and then 9 o'clock.
I didn't like the angle.
You look different
Well-
at kickoff and full time.
Yeah, I was gonna say after
Ryan, I
6
sent-
7 Guinness,
sent you the
lad.
link. I sent you the
all
name of the company.
Hey, it's a different angle.
Different angle for
Toilet.
sure, man.
So Toilet Head, that's the name of the company.
Yeah, that's for sure. I'm getting some of that. I got some ideas for that. You might see me on the news, dude.
Put it face.
Oh yeah.
I got a couple of friends that till this day, dude. I tell them, dude, look where you guys are at. You guys are shit. I told them Anfield looks like a homeless shelter, dude.
Every scouser I know hasn't said a word to me in 2 months.
Because they're nervous. They're nervous.
Yeah,
You know
for
what?
some
And here's another thing I want to bring up quickly, because we only have like eight minutes left. So I say we're in this title race. What is up with these Arsenal fans giving it the big end like they've been there, like they've always been this good, that they're like, oh, United, like, oh, and it's like, no, like we're there, lad, like we're alive in all competitions, like we're having a better season. You can win the Premier League and we can walk away with 3 trophies.
I mean, Arsenal fans are Arsenal fans. It's the highs and the lows.
And I
And,
thought like we lived in a land of delusion, right? Because we were like, oh, Woodward's going to get it right, this year.
said that?
Woodward's not fucking us, until we realized what Woodward was about. But these Arsenal fans
No,
were like,
that
no.
was you, my beautiful friend. That was you. How many times we argued about it? I was like, don't trust this motherfucker. He's an idiot. But let's not go there. It's a different show.
But anyway, these
Different
Arsenal
show.
fans are like, oh, we're back, but we spent all of our money giving the Rams a new stadium. We're about to be playing MLS games up in there. About to be playing MLS games up at the SoFi. That's what that is. That's the MLS stadium, baby. That's the MLS.
Once again, salute to Arsenal fans. Your support has brought us to one of the best stadiums in the world here in Los Angeles. As the Los Angeles Red, thank you.
And listen, that should be the World Cup final. We should be hosting the World Cup final there. Fuck Dallas.
In the running. It's in the
Listen,
running.
Dallas.
It's 3 locations. That one's one of them in the running
Listen,
for the
listen,
final.
Dallas. Calm down. Calm down, Dallas. You got Jerry World. I've been to Jerry World. I've been to both. I've been to SoFi and I've been to Jerry World. Calm down.
They'll
So,
get the
What's
final.
the score? What's y'all score predictions? What's up?
4-1.
I'm with George. It's 3-0.
3-0.
We're gonna clot. I think Rashford scores a hat trick. I just think we just keep feeding him. Van Dijk don't want none of that. Even when Van Dijk, when everybody was giving it the bigging on him, and was like, he's better than Vidic. He's FIFA World Player of the Year, whatever.
I'd love to see him
Body.
actually do a hat trick.
Bodied by Rashford.
Salah got a hat trick at Old Trafford, didn't he?
This is when Bumba Clot
4-1.
Woot gets his legendary status. Blood Clot Woot is going to blood clot everybody today. Because you call him a Dutchman. You made it personal with Woot. You pussy clot.
I would love Woot
2-0.
to score.
2-0 for me. 2-0.
I would love Woot to score, but I just don't think we
2-0?
bought him to score goals. I think we bought him to be the goon. I don't know how you feel about it, but I think he's the goon.
No. He's doing it. He's doing it. He's doing his role perfectly.
What do you think about it, George? You like Weghorst?
You know what? What I love about him, bro, is just that something that I've complained about years. Press, do the dirty work, the grimy work, the stuff that nobody wants to do. I love that about him. I love that.
Garnacho 1, Rashford 2, Fernandez 1.
And to George's point about Weghorst and his work rate, it can't be understated that, creating space for other players and dragging players out of position and being physical and opening space for other players is crucial. It's crucial, right? If he can drag a defender away and Rashford can run through, Anthony can run through, somebody can run through, we'll have that all day, won't we? We'll have that all day, especially against Liverpool.
I said at the beginning, that's what his job was going to be. Yeah.
It just helped the chess match.
Draw a
It
defender.
just helped the chess. It's just that chess piece that's always moving around, fucking around. The one that everybody disrespects. What is that? The rook or the ruck? What the fuck y'all call it? That one piece that everybody's like, fuck that piece. And it just fucks everything up. Oh, fuck that up.
The rook.
Ten Hag is a genius. Everybody else is frauds.
Yeah. The one person I want to see score at Anfield, Garnacho. The way he's playing, the momentum he's got.
Garnacho, Fernandez, Rashford.
So I got a question for you, George, about Garnacho. He played a really good 90 minutes against West Ham in the Cup, but he seemed to be a little bit better coming off the bench, most of the season. How do you feel about him? Do you rather have him start or you rather have him off the bench?
Well, man, that's actually a tough question, but look what he's been doing off the bench. It's self-explanatory right there. But obviously there's going to be times where he's going to have to step up and start and play the full 90 minutes, 80 minutes, depending, what Ten Hag has him. But personally, to me right now, especially, I would just coming off the bench.
Coming off the bench?
Coming off the bench right now, at least my personal opinion, Rashford is in form. We're playing great. I'm not saying he cannot score starting, but it'd be interesting to probably even see him start a big match soon.
Do you think he even keeps his place after scoring against West Ham? Does he earn his place after a performance like that?
Who are you talking about earn their place?
Garnacho. Does he earn his chance to start again on Sunday?
No. He's not mature enough. It's good at starting every now and then, but not for this one. Not for this one.
No. That's what
him coming off the bench is great.
No. That's what I said. Like I said, he's great coming off the bench. I think what we got going is great. The way they're using him. But once in a while, in other matches, and the start him. But what we got at stake right now, I would just have him come off the bench.
What do you think, English?
I think with that hairstyle, man, he deserves to start.
That's shit, he does.
Slim Shady.
Yeah.
Listen, I think that we've gone from no depth to such a strong squad that whoever starts, we've got the support on the bench now. Guys are coming off the bench strong. Guys are wanting to play. They're hungry. I really don't care. I say I don't care. I don't mind.
Our bench has scored the most goals in the world as a bench.
Right. I've got every confidence in them, all of them. The players, management, and the new ownership at some point soon. I hope. Glazier's fucking hell.